Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Railroads. Today's beverage is a nice relaxing cup of chamomile tea, very nice indeed. So once again on Railroads, where in the previous episode we were in Germany and we were transporting a lot of food. There's the German map if you weren't aware, and it was quite fun and interesting challenge, but it wasn't overly challenging and we managed to pretty much speedrun it and win it very, very quickly. In this video I don't actually have any challenge in mind. I just wanted to jump on the game because I haven't played it in quite some time and just have a bit of a chill out session, so that's hopefully what this is going to be. But we're also going to check out a map that I've played very little of. I do tend to trend towards the more historical maps, so the US or Great Britain, France, Germany, etc. Other nations are available, although not if you don't download them. And then we also have these custom/multiplayer maps, which are... they look randomly generated. In fact, you can make them randomly generated, but no, these are just sort of custom maps which present you with different challenges and such. So a lot of water there, and this is very high hills, so lots of trestles and bridges and tunnels. And we've got things like Double Cross, which is something that I haven't played on in a long time, and I don't know if we've actually done a video on it. So that's what we're going to check out. This is, as I said, a custom/multiplayer map, so it doesn't have any particular goals, so it just says survive, be the last railroad standing. This multiplayer map is designed for 4 players, map divided into a crisscross of mountains that will keep most players isolated from each other. The economy and trains are based on the France scenario, so you've got francs for currency and such. Other generic units of currency are available. 1850 is the start date. You can change it up to 1901. End year is 1970. You can put that down to 1900 if you wish, so you can have a 50-year game. Difficulty is as standard. AI players is standard at 3, not randomizing, and let's click OK and load into this one. So from memory we'll have Rothschild, well actually no, it's got Charles de Gaulle, we've got Jim Fisk and Brunel. I thought we'd have a couple of others, but there you are. So we've been placed up north, and you can see here at Ogden, and that's where we are. We also have, at the west here, we have, who's this, Jim Fisk. Down south we have Charles de Gaulle, and then on the east side we have Isambard Kingdom Brunel, who is just sitting pretty in, where is that? I can't even read it because the white text on the sort of cream building. Anyway, we have, in this place, we have a pharmaceutical plant, by the look of it, chemical plant, which turns chemicals into pharmaceuticals, and we have been, we've been well looked after here by the map. We've been given a sheep pasture and a sheep pasture there as well, on a slightly hilly area. Yes, I can imagine the sheep not really wanting to go up and down there, but yeah, we've also got Rusco at the back there, which is a place where we can, what's that got? That's got, oh, fromage, is that right? I think that's it. It's making cheese, I guess. Does it make cheese? It turns it into food in this particular case. And we've also got, oh, good grief, we've got 3 dairy pastures on the left-hand side. Okay, this is going to be pretty good. Obviously, we have this big mountain range, which we can tunnel through. We can, if we wanted to, tunnel straight through it. That would cost us about 350,000 generic units of currency to get there, so over half of what we currently have. Let me just go and expand these on the right hand side, and well, basically I'm going to unpause the game. I'm going to immediately start bidding on the chemical plant because that's something that we very much want. I'm going to put that into there and then go for a cheeky bit of double track, just a cheeky bit of double track, you understand, not any serious one. And then we're going to go for 1, and then it would be on there. There should be sufficient. Hang on, go over that side. Go over that side. I want to be on that side. There we go. And there's that in. Has that not been done right? I don't know if it has. Let me put the depot in. Oh, that seems about right. Okay, so we'll have from here, we'll say there, we want to go for all of the chemicals we can possibly get. Wait until full, go to there, clear it. I don't think we should clear it because of the distance, but it is what it is. It looks to be that they're going to build the train on that side, but that isn't a big problem. Let's just go for all of the chemicals from there to there, clear the track, come back, and there we are. Let's go ahead and... oh, we don't need to upgrade this with this terminal because it is already maxed out. So there we go. We are now bringing these chemicals over to Ogden, and for the pharmaceuticals, for the drugs, the medicine, we have to bring them to a hospital, and I don't know where there is a hospital in this game. I'm really not too sure. Either way, we're going to do some more double tracking after we sell some stock because we are skint, and we're going to build over to most likely Rusco to get a passenger train running. That will also probably require some more money, so we're going to sell some of our stock and we're going to sell it again in a moment. And even with that, that's a no grade thing there, and we've got the 420 Crampton, which is a very nice engine indeed. There you go, nice. And we also, Mayor of Martinsville solicits railway. Good for them. We have other things going on. So from Rusco, we'll say 1, 2, 3 passengers, 2 mail, back to there. Not going to clear it because obviously back and forward they've got the same sort of stuff. And job done. In terms of upgrades, we could upgrade to the new thing, but that's increase in speed. But to be honest, because we're 8 cars and it's freight, the speed increase will be minimal, so it's actually not really worth upgrading those. As you can see, we've got these 2 coming in. By the way, you might think that I've got this on a slow speed. No, this is this is the speed in which the game is set to. It's just these are really, really slow. Oh, look at that! You see all the sparks coming out of the top there because it's really pulling hard. Maybe get a spark arrestor in there. Maybe, set fire to half of the continent at that rate. Anyway, we are going to bring all of these chemicals here, and we can see they're just in looks to be just loads of like bags and sacks and such. I was going to say bags and I said backs, which is completely different. Mix the 2 words up. And there you go. We have now started to make some money because the chemical plant has we've delivered that off there. 16,000 I think each, and then obviously this is now producing stuff. You can see lovely emissions coming from the top there. There you go. New speed record. That's ourselves, 24 miles an hour. So lovely green haze coming out the top and smoke from the stack there as well. It's not pollution, it's just free chemicals for everybody else. So, good. We now have a decent amount of money, and I think we can probably go over to the sheep pasture, which I'll probably do now. So I guess I'll buy out this before anything else. It's always best to buy it out beforehand, because if you don't, what tends to happen is that you start making money, essentially. And I've just realised that, oh yes, they are doing some. They start making money and then the price goes up for them, so it's worth it. It's worthy buying them out early. I was about to say I needed to check on the AI, because the AI is not terribly great historically with some of these maps and custom maps. And oh look, in fact, that hasn't done anything and that one has. That could be a problem. Is this going to be the easiest game in the world because, quite frankly, the AI is not doing anything? That is certainly possible. I'll check back with those later on. But that's not going to stop our progress. We're going to probably bring this over here. Just say moderate uphill. I want to lower it down and make it probably gentle uphill would be perfectly acceptable. I'm actually going to speed up to max speed as well. No, that's pause, my mistake. There we go. That's a bit of a faster one. There is the McCoy lubricator patent, halves maintenance costs on all trains. I will place a cheeky bit in there, just a cheeky one, you understand. And I do believe that the AI is not doing a thing, which is problematic. I mean, it was going to be a chill game, but this may be a little bit too chill because, I mean, this is obviously built there to there, but I'm not seeing any locomotives at all. Oh no, there we go. They are doing stuff. Oh, they are building. They are cracking on with stuff. It's just they're taking a long time to do it, and I don't know why. Anyway, we'll check up with them later on, although I do have a feeling that they are pretty much dead in the water. The 240 Medic. There we go. Very nice loco. And we're going to probably go for an interesting setup here. That's going to go to there. That's going to go to there, and then we'll spur off from there, which is something we don't normally do. We don't normally do something like that. We normally have it a little bit better than that. But this is going to have the locos from there. Obviously, all of the milk in the world. Wait until full, go to there, and then clear it. And we're going to do the same for each one. The problem with this is, obviously, we've got 3 very large trains on one line, essentially. So we're going to have a build-up, but that's not hugely problematic at this stage. You can see that they have started to build, so the AI is doing stuff. It's just doing it at not an entirely expedited rate. We're going to upgrade this to a station, then over to a terminal when I can. There's the money coming rolling in, so we'll do that. I also want to just check this out here, and look at that. We've got, yeah, they've built all sorts of stuff. We've got over to the Bakersville here. We've got people waiting at the station. We've got all of this built. Still no actual trains on that one, but this is working. They've actually brought milk over to there. And over here, they've built, look at that, they've built right through. Interesting, and oh wow, they've built over to Cheng here. So they are making money. I mean, not much money, you understand, but there you are. Let's just buy ourselves... Ooh, look at that. We knew this was going to happen. I just didn't realise how problematic that could actually be. This is Martinsville, which is obviously requiring a railway and deliver some grapes there. The problem with that is the nearest supply of grapes is miles away. Probably more than a few miles away. Oh, there's Nub over there that actually has a... Fertilizer innovations shrink local demand for nitrates. Oh, nitrates is it? Okay. Well, this has got a hospital, which I will buy out. And what I'm going to do is go for a, you guessed it, another double track. And I'm going to spend a bit of money going over there. It's going to be an interesting one because I want to put it to there. I want to raise the land so it's no grade like that. And then that says, oh, Jim Fisk sets a new speed record. So the AI is definitely making stuff. And then we're going to spend a considerable amount of cash going over to here. And then we'll say there, we'll obviously put a station in and then upgrade that to a terminal like so, and then we're going to say from there fill that up with as many of those as you can. Go to there, I'll clear it, but realistically I'll be coming back with passengers, I would imagine. Buy a bit more stuff out of our stock rather. We've also got another nitrates plant over here in Bates. And, oh, there's a malleable rails patent, which looks like Charles de Gaulle has woken up and realised that they have to actually build. There you go. And, oh, yeah, the AI's definitely started to pick up now. And look at that, they've got food getting transported, big trains for all sorts there. And really putting some big bids in. Yeah, they've got trains moving. And then over here, they've got trains going there as well. Okay, so they were just a little bit slow on the uptake. You see how large this thing has become. It's expanded with loads of these houses. Look at that. It's all like terraced houses and stuff. It's like the council has built it. Anyway, we're going to go over to... Where do we want to go from here? We do have that place over there. Is it split into different... is it split into like different industries? It might be. Oh no, it could just be random that we got a lot of the stuff that we need. No. Possibly. Anyway, not our concern. Just buying out a cheeky bit of stock on everybody, I think, just to keep my sort of hand in their pocket, so to speak. In fact, Brunel, they're really skinned, so I'll put a couple of bids on that one. Okay, so where do we need to go from here? Well, we have... nothing really of interest there. These are getting built. There's all the milk going there. I think it's going to have to be here, isn't it? So the way I'm going to do that is... it's going to be interesting, put it that way. So we can't put... This is where I really wish we'd have a railroads too, where you can cross right across that, and that would be interesting. 40 miles an hour. Yeah, okay. We're going to, from here, spur off and come around like so, and go... We'll actually go through it. Oh, look at that little bridge there. Sorry, the little tunnel. That's the opposite of a bridge. And we're going to do that, and then literally just after that, we will spur off this way, and then go into here. I will probably go no grade and then straight through. There'll be another tunnel, I would imagine. Although, no, it's just basically carve the tunnel out and then place that in there. So it means it'll come along and then go through there. That's the thinking anyway. Let's see if any of that actually works. And, oh, over here, sorry. There we go. Max that out, wait until full, close that, go to there, clear the car, and then... No. No. We can make it easier on ourselves. From here, we'll come along and do that. Because we'll go there, fill up with wine, wait until full, go there, clear it, fill it up with, yeah, so grapes, then wine, drop the wine off, and then passengers back. This does not require passengers. And it won't, doesn't matter. Close. Yeah. I was going to say eventually that will change, but it is a industry rather than like a town or a city like this, which can grow. So this is a winery. We will obviously buy out said winery. Go to a terminal straight away. Also put a cheeky bit of bidding in on Brunel's stuff. Oh! And Brunel has actually... I bought a bit of their stock out and has almost a... There's almost a bit of a revenge bid. They then bid on the winery. They only put one bid in, but I didn't have enough. Okay, good. So we have that working out. I am rewarded for bringing over some wine. Some grapes, actually, to make the wine. So you can see that Jim Fisk is started to... Poor quality coal plagues local... Fair enough. Right, yes, what was I saying? Yeah, Jim Fisk has started to buy out a lot more of their stocks. Brunel and De Gaulle are pretty much dead in the water. Look at that, they're actually... Oh, hang on, that's a tunnel. And the tunnel has gone where? Ah, over to here. So what are they bringing? Grapes. Even better, because we own the winery. We do have a steel mill. And the local source of steel of ore is there. Getting that across is going to be a nightmare. Delivery for perishables. Is wine classed as a perishable? I don't know, but just to be sure, I'm going to place a bid on that. Looks like Jim Fisk was putting his hand in his pocket to bid on that, but looks like we've got that one as well. Oh, no, there we go, Brunel, just in time there. And there's that done. Right. I'm not bringing any of the food out of Rusco. So we need to change that. The problem being... where can I bring it? Oh, look at that. That's working brilliantly in the middle there. I could bring it down to Ogden. But... problem with that is the track. We've already got stuff going back and forward anyway. I mean, realistically, you'd want to double track it right across, wouldn't you? Oh, look at that! I can go across. We like a laugh, don't we? Okay. Ludicrous mode engaged. Wait until full. Go there. Clear the cart. I mean, that'll do. There you go. Right. Good. That is now functioning. Enough to place more bids on some of these guys' stock. These are all working fine. Not going over there. I like the way on the minimap. It's probably very difficult for you to see, but there's loads of little lines going through the mountains and all these tunnels. And that's something that I haven't done. Go from here. Let's double track. That won't help me. And go straight across. There you go. place that there. The 242 Class 121 passenger train. Station at the terminal. Just more. Wait until full. Go back. It's the same again. Go. So we're bringing stuff through the mountain now. Going to do something similar on this track. It's very difficult for me to see where it is, but we're there. And, oh, look at that. So I can't really go there. I'd have to go around like so. And sort of curve it round like that. And up to a station, then to a terminal. And there we go. Good. Want to buy another bit of stock, I think, for Jim Fisk, which I've now done. In terms of money, well, yeah. Needless to say, we're top dog. 16.5 million. Next highest, Jim Fisk at about 8.5, followed by Brunel at 4.5, and then Charles de Gaulle. To be honest, would probably make more money having a paper round. He's got 2.5. Okay. Good grief, that's some grade. When did this become a funicular railway? Yeah. 50 miles an hour. New speed record. It's probably time we upgraded some of these locos. Interesting. That's faster, but this one pulls more in terms of freight. I'm going to wait until the next loco comes in. That's probably when I'll go for it. So I've bought all of these stock out that I can for Jim. I own 30% of their company. I own a lot of Brunels. This is the Parsons steam turbine, increased freight pulling power for all trains. Well, we have a lot of money in freight. And I definitely want this. Excuse me. I'll pretty much pay whatever I need to. There we are. Excellent. Oh! Mansville has grown up to... what is it? It is a town. Nice. These are metropolis? Metropolizers? Metropoli? Anyway. Yeah, upgraded. Over here, yeah, there we go. Nub has upgraded as well. I'm going to get this loco then, and alter. And from Nub Terminal, we'll bring passengers and mail back. There's no reason not to now. From here, is there anything else to the right of Nub? No. No, there is not. Is there any other place I can go to? Oh, there. Let's do that. Let's do a double track. And then we're going to go through the mountain. Moderate uphill. But we'll go from there. Passengers and mail. Back to there. Come back. Not maxing it out. Not saying wait till it's full or anything. And just buying out the rest of the stock available. Happens to be mine. And there we go. Oh, the McCracken War Factory. There it is there. I've actually sold a bit of my stock just so I can buy this. Just put a cheeky bid on that. We love the Prime Minister Day celebrated. Mail demand increase as love letters flow towards the capital. And there we are. Okay, so all the stock has been bought out. I own 100% of the company, and with 25 million. I own 60% of Charles de Gaulle. Excuse me. Charles de Gaulle. And Jim Fisk on 30%, and then 50 on Brunel. 7 mil, 11 mil, 5 mil to buy these out. Where is the next port of call then for our railway? Well, we do come through here. The food plant is making no money. The chemical plant is... oh, it is making money. But the revenue is only Well, it's only 9 mil. Sorry, it's not even million. It's just 9,000, and it's going to cost 104. So it's going to take over 10 years for me to have that be paid back realistically. Same as this here. That's really big because we've got ours there, and then hang on. Why is mine a wooden box tunnel, and theirs is all stone and lovely? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's quite nice, but you'd think you'd have a more substantial thing. From here then, double track, and I want to come in here, like so. This is a steel mill, gonna buy that out. Looks like we got it. Yeah, wait until full. Go. Some more passengers in there. Increase speed in tight turns. Get that. Just having a quick look around as well to see where people have expanded to. Looks like they're really wanting to buy some of this stuff out. Oh, look at that. No one's actually built over there. Very curious. We can. Straight across. To a terminal. From there. Oops. 3 passengers, 2 mil. People ask, why do I do 3 passengers and 2 mil? Good answer. I don't actually know. It's just something I've always historically done. It seems to be a nice balance. We have done challenges where we've transported all passengers or all mail or whatever it happens to be. But normally it's 3 passengers and 2 mil. That's just the way of it. Still not got another loco. So these are the original... Oh, stocks take a dive, bear market blamed. Economic downturn. What are we on? June 1895. Yeah, so these locos here are... Well, they're 32 years old. And they're still doing a stellar job. We could build industry if we really wanted to. Just checking out around here. Oh, look at that. That chemical plant is actually making decent money now. So, one could argue that... Oh, that town just expanded. Am I cracking that? Yeah, one could argue that you should have bought it out before it starts to make money, and then, you know, the price would have been cheaper. But I didn't know that this was going to go higher. No big dramas. We can still bid on it. The War Factory, that's really good. We're getting a lot of cash off that one. And I think... Do you want to go over there with passengers? We probably can. Go double track on the left-hand side here. Just to then go right across. Oh, that's going to be a bit of an issue, but we'll go straight through the centre of town. All things part when the railway turns up. 3 passengers, 2 mail. Let's go for more. Wait until full, then go there. Then just come back. And we have enough to buy out and merge Charles de Gaulle. So there we are. Normally I liquidate them. I thought we'd merge them this time. Who knows, they could have used a different gauge of track, and it's just not going to work out. Oh, look at that. So we've got our line there and then our line there as well, because it's yeah, we've got our line there, so that's a station and there's another station. That's quite nice though, isn't it? Where it comes out of there and you've got the station right in the middle with the 3-line tracks, and then our pathetic one on the on the right hand side. But this is cheating. Look at that. Straight across. Not allowed, sir. Not allowed. Yeah. So, realistically, that's game, set, and match, I would assume. We own... Ooh, Pullman's Palace car. 25% passenger delivery bonus. Put a bid on that, that's for sure. Looks like everybody else is having the same idea, though. It's over $250,000. Looks like we're going to get it, unless there's a last minute bidder. It's us. We got it. So, we are industry leaders for passengers, mail and food. Food specifically on 77%. Pretty good. We are not leaders for wine, but we have got our 42% there, which is good. Arms is Brunel. Grapes and milk, yeah, 60 and 89% respectively. Wool, not very good at all. Nitrates, yep, pretty high on 78%. Grain, nothing. Nobody's doing anything with grain or textiles, apparently. And steel, look at that Brunel with the steel in the arms. I guess, sort of historical with the steel. Isn't it the first iron-hulled ship? I don't know. Certainly made bridges. He liked his bridges, did Brunel. And cigars. Really like cigars, apparently. 40 a day. So, let's be realistic. Who do we buy out next? We're on 5.5 mil. December 1905. Game could have ended long ago if we were to knock the end game down. Still, have not got another loco. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spawn another loco by upgrading one of these. I'll upgrade them both. Because what tends to happen is you select your new locos, you do your retrofitting, and what happens is immediately the game goes, aha! Here is another loco, and it's much better than what you've just bought. I also noticed that the game is cheating. See that? It's all dead-ended. They want to go through. It'll wait for a little while, and then they'll just go through each other. That is a thing that the game does. It's part of the settings. You can put the routing on realistic, and they will just sit there doing nothing. I will buy out... I was going to buy out Brunel, but, to be honest, the biggest competition is Jim. Not that it's really competition now. That's what we're going to buy out. So just waiting for that. 12.3 mil. We got just over 9 mil. Strange though, wasn't it? The AI doing not much. It's why I know a lot of people say, well, why don't you do a lot of custom maps? And I have tried them. I've tried, there we go, 442 De Glen Atlantic. That's a passenger cargo preferred. 80 miles an hour. Yeah, I have downloaded and played some of the custom maps. However, the AI, either, in my experience, simply does nothing and will just sit like we saw at the start there, or it will be next to useless. They are mainly for multiplayer and things like that. There's half-cost build bridges. Not even going to put a bid on it. He says, no, right, those can... I don't plan on building any more rails. So you guys bid on that all you want. It offends my sensibility because I can get it for really cheap. But realistically, if Jim gets it and I buy out Jim, I think I get that technology anyway, I believe. So that's Jim Fisk. Let me double check. Where is it? Patents. So there you go. These are all now in public domain. But the Pratt Bridge Truss, 9 years until it goes public. Another Prime Minister Celebration Day. I'm going to buy out Jim, and let's see if we actually get his patent. We'll merge their lines. Patents. Yes, see that? So we own that as well. Nice, the game thought of it all, haven't they? They really have thought of it all. Going to upgrade to the latest locos for anything that's carrying just passengers and mail. I guess you shouldn't really have that. You should have... You think it says passengers and... No, mail and passengers. Yeah, you should really just have one or the other. But we always have the mail trains. Just because the supply... Good grief, just realised how much we've got in terms of passengers and mail. It's because they always are around, or some of these have... Yeah, some of these are like the ones we've bought out. We haven't changed them. Yeah, you've always got passengers and mail coming from towns and cities. Another speed record there, 55 miles an hour. So there's only Brunel, which was over here, if I recall. There he is. Another speed record, 63 this time. Then extra traction on inclines. Put a cheeky bit on that. It's like golden train. And what were those at the top? They're not jet engines. Not in 1917. World War I would have probably been a bit different. So what are they? I'm sure someone can let me know what those are on the back of that. Weird. Wouldn't be for water, would it? Don't know. Interesting. I'm sure a jet-powered train was trialled. I'm assuming many companies have tried it, but I think I did read and seen a video on the Americans trying it. Two big jet engines on the front, essentially, on the top. And, yeah, it worked as well as to be expected. It kicked up all the ballast and pepper dashed all the rest of the train. So, not ideal. And also it was loud. And, oh, the 6-6 crocodile. The crocodile. Yeah, kicked up all sorts of dust and ballast and rocks, and it was loud and just, yeah. You couldn't drive it, you couldn't send it to a city, never mind any sort of built-up area or anything like that. But there you are. Perhaps in another alternate dimension. So, just Brunel. We own 50% of him, I think. And we need about 9 million. Oh, wait, we got 9 million. There we go. Merge. And there we are. If we check out on the victory screen, there you go. Complete by 1970. Be the last railroad standing. Success. You bought out all of your opponents. So we didn't get this victory condition, but we did get this one. So we would basically just wait until the game ends. But we're not going to do that because it is a win and we are calling it there. That's been a bit of railroads. It has been a chill one. That's the whole point. I wanted a chill session on railroads. I got one. It was a little bit problematic at the start and a bit more chill than I wanted it to be, with, you know, the AI doing nothing, but it managed to wake itself up in the end. This map, though, I quite like it. I mean, I was very fortunate with 3 dairy pastures and farms over here, and the fromager there, and the chemical plant here with these 2. So pretty good. Overall, enjoyed that, and yeah, I'm interested in checking out maybe some of the other multiplayer maps. Either way, hope you have enjoyed this little bit of Railroads. If you want to see more, by all means, let me know. If you have any suggestions for different challenges, goals, or any specific maps you would like to look at, then by all means, let me know in the comments. Overall, hope you have enjoyed it, and it's been a fairly chill one for you. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.